Hello everyone. For math today, we're going to go over subtracting two-digit numbers from a two-digit number from a two-digit number, but that are all ending in zero. So example, 70 minus 40, 30 minus 20, 90 minus 50. Okay, so they all can be divided by 10, or we can add up a bunch of tens. We could add up 9 tens to get to 90, and we could add up 5 tens to get to 50. But then if we start with 90 and we subtract 50 tens, how many do we have left? So I'll go over that a little bit in a more basic way. So before we get started, most of you, if not all of you, I hope all of you, have picked up this math book from our school. I left them out for us some point last week. I was in, I think, midweek, and I left them out in the open area of the green building. And there was a pile with your name on each one. I also added your drawing journals in there, so I hope you saw those. But basically, I hope all of you have this. If you do not have this book, please have your parents message me, and I will go ahead and make copies of these pages I'm about to go over, and then send them. I'm not going to do that anyhow. I'm just going to wait and see if anybody needs that, and then if you need that, I'll go ahead and do that, okay? So we're going to start on page 479. 479. Okay, and it looks like this. Okay, and it's called Subtract Tens, and that is lesson 6. Lesson 6. All right. So the first question or thing that we have here, first example is use, we know those are base 10 blocks, to model. Alex put 40 lightning bugs in a jar. He let 20 of the lightning bugs go. How many bugs are left in the jar? Write the number, draw the rods to show your work, mark an X on the rods to show the bugs that were let go. Okay, so I have three, excuse me, I have 3 base 10 blocks already drawn here. I will draw one more for the example of this problem. And I don't have actual base 10 blocks. I probably should have grabbed some of those when we were at school, but you can't imagine the amount of stuff that I've grabbed already. I just forgot and I didn't get them, sorry. Okay, so we're starting with 40 of something. We're starting with 40 lightning bugs in a jar. So picture a jar there. And I'm not going to draw 40 of these. Okay, so there's a jar. I don't know how many of you have collected lightning bugs, but it's a lot of fun. And I'm just going to draw a bunch of them. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 40. I actually got about 40 in there. That's pretty close to 40. So there's 40 lightning bugs in a jar, and 20 of them get let go. Okay, so we have to take away 20 of those. So 10, 20, 30, 40. All right, these are our tens rods, correct? Our tens blocks, and we use those to represent a number. So this would represent 40. Each of these is 10. 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 is 40. Okay, but we're taking 20 away. So if we're taking 20 away, I'm going to go ahead and use a different color and cross that out. So if we're going to cross out 20 of those, again, each of these is 10. I'm going to cross out 20 of those. I'm going to cross out that one and that one. Okay, so our equation would read as follows. And just give me a moment. It's difficult to teach where I don't have a desk here. Okay, so it would be 4 tens minus 2 tens is equal to how many tens? Go ahead, you solve that. Yeah, that's correct. 2 tens. I'm just going to write tens underneath because I'm out of room here. Okay, and another way to write that equation would be 40 minus 20 equals 20. I'm done, right? I'm done? I'm not done. Why am I not done? Because I want to see you label this, okay? So in this case, that would be 40 lightning bugs. Oops. Lightning bugs. Okay, so I had 40 lightning bugs in the jar, 20 got out, or got away, and we're left with 20 lightning bugs. Does everyone see how that goes? It's pretty straightforward. There's examples on the next page for that. There's guided practice, it's called. So here's a couple of examples here of where they guide you through the same thing I just did. 30 minus 20, so 3 tens minus 2 tens equal how many tens? Yeah, just 1 10, right? You could see it there because they drew a diagram for you. And here's a helpful hint. To subtract 30 minus 20, subtract the tens. All right, so you know you're just taking 2 tens away, and you're left with 1 10. Okay? So these should be pretty straightforward. We've done a lot with place value. I don't think I need to review that right now. But if you have any questions, please let me know. We'll send you what pages to work on for today. But certainly page 480. Okay, and probably page 481 as well. But I will go ahead and put that in what I send home in an email for your notes for today, so your parents will know exactly which pages you're going to work on, okay? And there's a little bit more. I don't know whether I have to go over this lesson again, but you see here on the next page, we go over, we do the same thing but with word problems. And you all should know how to do word problems. I still want you to go through all the processes of what you do with word problems. And let me see if I have my chart right here. Whether oh, here it is. All right. Yeah, see, I'm pretty organized after all. Underline what you know. Circle what you need to find. Draw a diagram. Write the equation and solve. And then ask yourself, does my answer make sense? That's the most important thing you do, because that's where you get an opportunity to see if for some reason your math was off or you weren't thinking properly through the problem, and then you get to go back and fix it and get a correct equation at the end. Okay, so I would encourage you to do that, or actually I would like you to do that. And then probably the last thing you might do on Thursday would be this homework section. Okay, this is called My Homework. And then it goes on to the back of the sheet here. Excuse me. So that would be a good, 3 days of math work from Tuesday, today, through Thursday. But again, I'll go ahead and send that to your parents. Anybody has any questions, just send me a message. If I have to get on Zoom with you, I can do that. I've done mini lessons for some of you before where you're having some trouble with the math. I'm happy to do that. Just let me know. All right? Enjoy your your math lesson. See you soon.